Wow, we're live.
Hello again.
Hi. All right. Honey Wash Day. My name is Michelle from Throw Once Another Letter, and today it's another episode of our good old thingy that we do, and we were not able to secure a book for Race of the Sun, so we decided to just watch Spirit, and then we're also going to be doing movies almost pretty much throughout the rest of the year. So you'll definitely all be able to participate.
Yeah, that's my bad. For some reason, none of the branches of my library were carrying Race to the Sun. I requested them. None of them have gotten the copies. So that's my fault. Sorry.
Technically, it's not your fault because teamwork makes the dream work.
That's true. We'll figure it out. We'll get to the point where we can actually review books like we planned. Because this is a book club, and we're like, hi, here are our thoughts on movies.
Well, it's a club. How about that?
I like that. This is a multimedia club.
No one's here right now. I see the thing. No, there we go. Where are you guys?
Now it's the two of us. But yeah, I feel like people have kind of forgotten I exist as far as book social media goes, because I literally kind of dropped off the face of the earth mid-August, and I've been here and there, but nothing substantial.
I had to I cleaned out my email, and then I realized how many, I had 3 or 4 emails at least from publicists and things like that were like, hey, you should review this book. And I was like,
I have one of those in my message requests on Instagram right now, and it's been a week, and I feel like it is now inappropriate for me to respond, but I'm not really that interested in the book anyway. It's not.
You can always say no.
Yeah, and I'm like, ghosting is bad, but
it's I promise I'm not trying to be mean. It's just
feeling thanks, just not my wheelhouse.
So we are going to be discussing Spirit, Stallion, and Cimarron. Hi, Meg.
Okay, how come you can see? Okay, there she is. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, there we go.
I got it.
I did watch the movie today, though. That's great.
Okay, to be completely biased, I think Spirit is one of the best animated movies that has been put out. Point blank, period. Cowboy romance. Oh, wow. Anything particularly spicy in that? I mean, probably. Let's be real. Sorry, I've just been
I got a review copy from DM's
yeah.
Zank books. I got one from them the other day, and then I got one.
I think that's the book I was just talking about.
Oh, really?
Yes. Sorry. Anyway, you were saying?
Sorry. And then there was another one. I don't know. It's behind me. It's about I don't know. It's a fairy tale retelling thingy.
Are we doing book mail right now? Because I can go get mine. I got in yesterday. I'm gonna do it anyway. Excuse me.
Go do it. Yeah.
Ow. I just broke my knee walking across my mattress. Fun fact about this, I'm getting paid to review this book.
What's it called?
It's called Terra Nova by MTG. It's actually really interesting because it's kind of it's about a blood disorder that kind of turns you into a vampire or something like that.
Ooh.
I'm really excited to read it. Honestly, I'm really glad they reached out to me about reading this. Because it's kind of I think what in our head we wanted Twilight to be, maybe.
This one was a longer comment, and I don't want to I don't want your head to be
Thank you, because people have enough issues seeing me. Can we just keep it in this little orientation? Because I like that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, this was the other one that I got.
Ooh.
This one's kind of cool. Like, I have no idea what the frick it's about, but
Oh, that's really cool.
Like library copy where it has the, and then this is the.
Oh, that's really cool. Can you send me a picture of the synopsis after this?
I will. Yes.
Just by the cover, I'm actually really interested in that.
Oh, okay. It says New York Times bestselling author Gregory Maguire transforms Hans Christian Andersen's The Wild Swans into an Italian-American girl's poignant coming-of-age story set amid the magic of Christmas in 1960s New York.
Okay. I am a retelling fan, so
I will send you the synopses.
Thank you, because I would like to know about it. What else? I'm trying to think of what else I've gotten in the mail lately, but I can't.
I should tell Twitter that we're on here.
I mean, I guess I could tell Instagram too. Just Meg keeping us company at this point. I've been like going blind working on all my portrait commissions that I'm doing, and I'm just really excited because now I don't have any at the moment, and I'm doing Beetlejuice portrait.
I've never seen Beetlejuice, so I'm so sorry.
Every time you say that, it just makes me so mad. Like, how have you not seen Beetlejuice? It's my favorite movie. It's also my favorite Broadway play. When I went to New York last Thanksgiving, like I went Thanksgiving Day and came back like early December. Me and Marissa, we went and seen Beetlejuice on Broadway. Literally the best moment of my life. Because she didn't realize we were going, even though I told her that I bought tickets. So it was kind of a surprise for her. And I was like, girl, did you have other plans? Because I can't go by myself. Michelle, are you here? Have you checked out mentally?
No, I have not. I am devising the tweet.
Devising the tweet.
Instead of saying book club, I'm just gonna write book club.
I want an invite.
Look, that sounds really fun.
I haven't told Sam this yet, but since he's downstairs and can hear me, this is like me telling him now. If and when, we have kids around Halloween, the baby shower is Beetlejuice themed. I'm not taking questions.
Beetlejuice. So we're just gonna call it a film and book club. How's that sound?
I like that. My landlord just texted me back about the plumber.
Oh my gosh! Hi, Elise.
Hello, Elise.
Elise is one of my best friends from Punky Post.
Oh, I love that for you. That's so exciting. You want to know what movie I really want to watch? Devil All the Time on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that yet.
My friend Jordan, I went over to her house Friday night, and she was like, so let me tell you, and we're both super ADHD, so she went like 16 different directions, and I was like, no, bro. Narrow it down. I need to know. And she was like, well, anyway, Bill Skarsgård looks great. I'm like, that's all you had to say. That was it. You could have said that, and I'd have been like, we're going to jump in bed and watch the movie. And then that's one white man I have feelings for. Just saying.
I think yesterday we watched a movie, but I can't remember what it was.
I love when that happens.
That's me like 80% of the time. It's like, I think we did something, but I can't remember exactly what it was. It'll come back to me.
You're like, I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning, so.
I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Funny, me either. I lied. I did have breakfast, and it was my leftover pizza that Sam bought me last night.
We had pizza for lunch.
Yes, because I woke up at 11 and didn't go downstairs until 1:30.
Oh.
Like, I woke up, I laid in bed, I started working on a portrait of Jordan's dog, and then I was like, I don't know what to do past this point. So then I got up and I went downstairs, and Sam was not around, and I was like, hello? Where could he have? We live in a studio apartment. I don't know where he went. And then I look out the window and he's sitting on the porch, and I was like, oh, just weren't going to invite me? Like, that's how it is, like, especially on the weekend. You're just like, meh.
Saturday is when I make breakfast and I make soup. But on Sundays, I just do whatever I want.
Yeah, Sundays are like, because I spent 10 hours cleaning yesterday. My apartment's not that big. I just was like, I'm going to clean everything.
I love that for you. I can't do that.
It was the best time of my life. I also took my ADHD meds yesterday. It's the first time I've taken them on a weekend since I got back on them. Girl, as soon as my brain was like, we're going to clean, that's all I did all day.
Oh, hi, David.
Hello, David. My husband is also here. He's just downstairs playing video games.
My husband's in the other room watching our baby.
Tell Calvin I said hi, by the way.
I will. So, fun fact about Spirit, it actually came out on my 10th birthday.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yes.
Shoot,
it came out May 24th, 2002.
Excuse me, the cat is destroying the toilet paper. Okay, if y'all are gonna dick around with each other, could you not do it when I'm working? That would be great. Go downstairs. Go bother your father.
That's sage and basil.
Love them. Fantastic. It's fine. I closed the bathroom door. We're good. I love that. You should wake him up just for funsies.
I could not take a nap right now. I just
big pause. That's not the cats. There's a creature in my air vent.
What? I need a blanket.
I'm not the one.
The things that happen on this show, let me tell you what. What is that? Is that your cat?
Yeah, that's my cat. It's not a creature.
Okay. I got scared.
Yo, just in advance, if I scream and just bolt in the show, just straight up end the show, because I cannot. If I see a little hand come out of that vent, Michelle, I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the situation.
Oh, it's fine. Excuse me. Maybe there's something in the air vent. Oh my God, there's something in the air vent. I got tissues. There's something in the air vent. I don't like it. Excuse me, we'll take a brief intermission.
Okay.
I'll leave the mic on for funsies.
Okay, do you want me to remove you from the stream, or do you?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay.
So you just talk, and I'll be back when I'm not, facing something.
I will. Okay. Let me. There we go. That's better. I was like, how do I do the? Okay. She's still here, but she has to deal with that. Okay. You know what's funny is that I make videos, for fun, and then now I'm here by myself, and I'm like, anyway, so drop in the comments or whatever. What did you like? What do you like about Spirit, Stallion, and the Cimarron? And what's something that was like your favorite scene or something? So we have something to talk about. I had a good time. Actually, actually don't remember what I did yesterday. I think we watched MasterChef for sure because we were like 4 episodes to the end on season 3, and then I think we watched a movie, but I cannot remember what movie it was. So my audio is cutting out. Oh no. Oh crap. I don't know how to improve that. I wish I did. Yeah. So just some random thoughts. I am so sorry that I'm going out. I'm so sorry. Some random facts. I'm reading off the IMDb here. I'm scared. Brian Adams sings the song for both the English and French versions of the album. Oh, there was a goof. When Spirit is about to exit the train car and looks at the camp, the same shot with the mounted officer. Oh no, wait. The same shot with the mounted officer crossing the path is shown twice. When Spirit is returning to the herd after escaping the cowboys and believes himself to be safe, he nays to his herd when everybody looks up. The twin foals who were gray earlier in the movie are now brown. Oh yeah, I tend to have problems with my internet, so it might be my fault. Definitely. Thanks for sticking around anyway. There's quite a few mistakes. Hi, David! I love that the main antagonist is the US government. I did too. I just noticed that, and it's so strange when you see something as a kid versus when you're an adult, and like definitely knowing that Little Creek is actually Lakota, and like I'm Lakota, and so like seeing that is like you see the start of civilization coming through the plains and like the prairie and like throughout the mountains and things like that, and I'm just like, oh no, like I just mainly the enemy. So you kind of see it from a different perspective as well, because it's not just, oh, it's
just an update. We're still looking, but I'm here. I'll be back in a minute.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, I like that perspective too. I actually have my notes. I was looking through the factual things that were wrong. There was an error in geography. After Spirit has fought the cougar and the herd runs over to meet him, there are trees in the background. There is then a close-up of Spirit and Esperanza, his mother, and a shot of the foal. Yet when the camera zooms out to show the whole group, the trees are gone. That's so funny how things happen like that in animation. Just oops. Yes. And in 2002, no less, where it's like, oh, um, I watched last month's video was about the Real Engines documentary, and Russell Means actually pointed out in the story that of how natives are portrayed versus like the cavalry, and how there are certain aspects that what, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna go back to my notes because I'm stumbling and I don't like when that happens. Yes, because I actually wrote that down because Russell Means pointed out when he was discussing the uh, Lakota people when it came to Dances with Wolves, and how Dances with Wolves you see what's his face, Kevin Costner's character doing all of the fighting, and then but actually Lakota people were like trained in fighting and using bows and arrows and different forms of fighting. So like to see them like not shoot the gun or to just kind of stand there, but in this movie you see when the fight breaks out, you see like men running around everywhere and like actually fighting the cavalry back first, and like then you see Little Creek following on. I think it was Rain or Spirit. I can't remember. I was looking down at the time typing, but you see them fighting. Like you see them actually fighting. Yeah, I actually saw that too, Meg. I thought that was really cool how the story is mostly told from Spirit as a horse's perspective rather than from a human perspective, and so there's not much narration from Matt Damon. Although I really wish that, now looking back on it, I wish that it would have been more so. Thanks. Yeah, I don't understand why Matt Damon was this when Little Creek is voiced by Daniel Studi, who's actually Wes Studi's son. So like, there are a number of Native people in Hollywood in movies. So like, Graham Greene could have been the narrator. Wes Studi could have been the narrator. Adam Beach could have been a narrator. Literally any other Native authority figure or actor at the time could have been a narrator, but yet Matt Damon. Part of me wonders if that was like his pet project, because I really wish that it would have been somebody else, because it just didn't. I feel like it didn't match up in terms of especially voices, because you hear if you listen to the way that Little Creek speaks, the way that he sounds is how a lot of other Native men sound, and so to hear Spirit as just like this very clear English voice, really, I feel like kind of detracted from what was going on. And then if I could have picked, I probably would have wanted maybe like I think that Adam Beach would have done a pretty good job at narrating and being Spirit narrator. I don't know. I think that it also could have benefited from having Rain's perspective from. Yep.
Hello. I have returned. I heard all of
Hi.
it. Hi. Sorry. Hello. I wasn't even full.
I'm sorry. Apparently I'm glitching out.
You're cool, bro. I agree with everything you said, especially about Little Creek being voiced by one of the Studi Boys and Spirit being voiced by Matt Damon. It was like a really weird juxtaposition between the two, especially when like somebody like Adam Beach would have done a fantastic job. Just, having that clear English voice in a movie that was centering Native people was always just like a little weird to me. But I mean, the movie's just so great. I don't really care.
Well, it's just the fact that, like, I had a really good point and then it went away.
Oh, I love when that happens. Fantastic.
That happens to me a lot.
I agree, Meg.
Yeah. Spirit should have been a native voice. And in fact, a lot of the, like, when we watched the part with the little girl that goes up to Spirit and she's like, horsey. And it's like, no, that should have been in Lakota. Like, half of that shit, half of that dialogue should have been in Lakota.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Like, some kid isn't going to randomly know English. She's going to be speaking in Lakota.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the whole thing with Disney, like when, like in Mulan, whenever he's talking to her, and she says something. He goes, "Don't you speak Chinese?" So it's kind of like the implied fact of they're speaking their language, but we don't speak it, so it's in English. Kind of like in Hercules too, when he says, 3 words, I am retired, and it's like 5 because in ancient Greek it's a couple more words. I don't know.
Well, I just felt like, especially because there were little kids in the background that were screaming "Mato, Mato," and Mato actually means bear. So
okay, that's fair. I understand.
Why is she saying horsey? Like,
well, see, I never picked up on that because, like, then and now I never spoke Lakota, so it was never something that I picked up on. So it's actually a really good point that you made. Thank you for teaching me that.
I try. I'm very jealous of the watercolor art in the movie.
I have so many words. The way the movie was animated in general was fan-freaking-tastic 2D animation. I loved it. It's just so vibrant, and the movement in the movie in general is just amazing. Oh, yes, update on my little breakdown. We didn't find anything. So it's either in there hiding, waiting to strike, or I am losing it. Don't know. Could be either one.
I don't think you're losing it. Maybe there was something that was passing around in the vents.
I don't like that answer. I don't want anything passing around in my vents except air.
I am so sorry.
It's fine. It's cool. Anyway, back to our original point. Our original purpose for being here.
I like the cast is super white. That was my point.
There it is.
If you look at the IMDb, you just see white person, white person, white person. One native guy who plays Little Creek, and then native like white person, white person, white person.
Good. I like Meg's answer. Hopefully it was spooked out back to the trees. I don't want it in my house. I want it to be with the creatures that would be outside.
Yeah, Matt Damon is Spirit, and then you have James something.
Yes, exactly.
Cromwell as the colonel. He was the same guy that played the warden in The Green Mile and the warden in the one with Adam Sandler, and they played football. What was that one called?
You're talking about Waterboy?
No, the other one. The one where he was an adult. The
Bobby Boucher of Waterboy fame?
No, it was the other. It was still it was Adam Sandler, and he is in prison.
Oh, I know what movie you're talking about now. I was like, girl, what other movie? Fine.
Yeah, he was the colonel, and then you have Daniel Studi as like the only color person, like indigenous person in the thingy. I think there was another one, but that was about it.
It's like white, questionably brown.
White. Oh, wait. Okay.
What Elise said.
Oh, Don McLaren plays Little Creek's friend.
Love that.
I love Zon McLaren. He's my crush. And you have and then you have one black guy playing the train pull foreman.
Of course. Speaking of the train, that's my favorite scene in the whole movie.
That scared the shit out of me.
It's so dramatic, but it's so good. I love the way, like, just the way they storyboarded it, and it was animated, and all of the effects they used. I'm like, do it again more often, please.
Me and Calvin were watching that, and Calvin's like, he was like, and Spirit rolled a natural 20 for destruction.
It's, the D&D for, like, references just start coming and they don't stop coming with Calvin, huh?
We watched The Black Cauldron, and he's like, this is basically just a D&D quest.
It's taken over his life, Michelle. Oh, no, I saw a shirt that I wanted to get and send it to you.
Get what?
I saw a shirt that was like D&D reference that I wanted to send to you to give to Calvin.
Oh.
But then I lost it, and I was like, well, shit.
If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Exactly.
I liked the scene from the Get Off My Back scene where they're trying to break him, and he's just like,
such a good scene. Spirit's like, I don't know who you think you are, but this is not gonna happen.
Also, that time where he like hit the guy in the face with his hoof, the blacksmith would have died.
True. Objectively, like realistically speaking, that kick would have sent him to the sky realm. He would have been gone. Deceased.
Sayonara.
Okay, was the Colonel based off of Custer? Because I feel like that's the vibe I got from him.
That's how I felt.
Okay, I was waiting for you to mention it, but since you didn't, I felt I had to.
No, my brain was literally like, is this guy supposed to be Custer?
Because like that's how, because they never really referred to him by name, but like even as a kid, I was like, that's Custer.
Well, because it says the Colonel, and so it's like they're probably
alluding to it. Spirit, he had no time for him. He said, this is not how it's gonna go.
And even the horses were like, stop. And he's like, no.
God, bro, stop it. You're doing too much. Just quit. Spirit's like, no. Not one.
My other thing, but we mentioned it earlier, how I was really happy that they animated the Lakota people actually fighting versus in Dances with Wolves, where they just kind of stood there and they were like, oh,
I don't know what's done. Yeah, like, thank you for that. I don't know. I feel like Spirit, you know, regardless of its faults within the casting of being like mostly white, it did a really good job as far as representation.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Yeah.
They didn't really reflect on that, like, obviously they were okay, but at the same time, I actually had a very, very dark thought at the end where they jump, and they end up on the other side. Mm-hmm. And Calvin was like, I really like that. It shows that not every white guy is bent on killing and getting revenge. And I'm like, no, he was probably like, oh, I'll just colonize you later. And he's like, that's not where I was going.
I agree. Absolutely. That's actually how I really got involved in Native Twitter 6 years ago, because my friend Sarah made a thread about it, and I was like, I would like to talk about the brothers from Brother Bear, because the oldest brother?
We all had a crush on the oldest one. Let me tell you what.
I cannot remember his name for some reason. I can remember Denahi, because Denahi reminds me of my own sister. I cannot remember the older brother. But the thing is, I had such a crush on him growing up. I married him in real life. So, some things never change, kids.
I married the Blue Power Ranger.
I love that for you. I love that. I was always the pink Power Ranger whenever we would argue, like, who was who. I'm like, I'm the pink one. Well, thank you, Sitka. I was like, shit, he was like right there. I was like, I don't like myself. Yes.
No, because I saw a TikTok that was like, compare your childhood like TV crush to your real life crush, and it was like, I had a crush on the Blue Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I ended up marrying the nerdy guy with glasses.
Some types don't change. I agree. Peak.
Excellent. It's just, I couldn't help it, man.
I mean, hey, you like, the heart wants what the heart wants,
It does, yes.
That's what it is.
Also, Spirit and Rain were super duper cute.
Oh my god, stop. I love it. They make me cry. Why are you creeping up here? Like, just walk in like you got some purpose. Sorry, the cat, she just like sauntered in like she was gonna sneak up on me, and I'm like, dude, just announce yourself, please. Thank you. Hello. Would you like to come up here and say hi to the friends?
Like, as a kid growing up and seeing that movie, and then hearing the part where so and so is like, that one is like, he's not gonna make it, and I was like,
Amber, you're fine. I also had time. Sorry, I'm reading comment. I do not mean to cut you off.
We all had a weird horse kid phase, just saying. Aww.
Who's causing enough trouble under my chair?
That one's Basil, right?
Yes. I'm so proud of you for learning. Oh no, you're starting to shed. Why would you do that? Now I have to bring you to the pound. Stop that.
I have doggo fur over everything. It does not matter. Even if the dog wasn't in the room, there's doggo fur on stuff.
It'd be like that. Spirit was one of my favorite movies because I was a horse girl. I literally went to horse camp 3 summers in a row.
That's awesome.
3 months riding and taking care of horses. It was my parents' way of.
When I was 12, I went to my uncle's house, and they had horses there, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is cool. And my cousin was like, well, they had like a couple other kids there, and they were like, hey, do you want to learn how to ride a horse? And I was like, yeah, sure, I would love that. I am terrible at riding horses. It scared me a lot. I was mostly scared of falling off, and I wasn't scared of like running. I was scared of falling.
That's a very good fear to have.
Because they're very high up. You don't think that until you're up there, and you're like, oh, I could get hurt. Like, I could get hurted real bad.
Bro, that shit hurted. No, my instructors always told me, they're like, riding horses is like second nature for you. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy how my parents won't buy me a horse, right? My dad was like, who do you think I am? Daddy Warbucks from Annie? Like, it doesn't work that way.
Where do you think this horse is gonna go?
Sorry.
There was the last day that I rode on that horse, it actually took off, like running. So I didn't know how to stop the horse.
Yeah, that's when you start crying and hoping for the best.
And we were going towards the fence, and I don't know what happened. I don't know how, but we stopped, and I was like, I am never doing this again with this horse.
I'm doing it again. Don't ever ask me to, because it won't happen.
This horse is done. Done.
I get it.
But like during that train yard scene, I didn't realize that the entire train would just like, I didn't realize it would fall quite to that extent.
Really?
No, because I was like, it's just gonna go down. It's just gonna roll down the hill. I didn't realize, oh, it's gonna roll and just
the entire train. They're all connected, dude.
Give me a break, okay? I don't remember what I did yesterday.
It's fine. It's fair. I'll let you have it.
And then it, when everything blew up, I was like, oh, that escalated quickly.
You're like, oh, that went somewhere I was not expecting. What do you want?
But I was happy. But at the same time, I was like, oh, damn, now it's going to start a forest fire.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I literally would have had to have made the executive decision to pass away in that moment. Or just had to let it happen. I would have been like, well, this is how I'm going. 2 hooves to the forehead, real quick.
I feel the exact same. If this is how I go, this is how I go.
At that point, I'd have been like, well. If only they had Smokey the Bear, right?
That's very dark considering what's happening at the moment.
Stop. Have you seen that art piece that somebody made? It was like, only you can prevent forest fires. And it's like, no, literally, we were defunded. Only you can do it. I was like,
literally.
Stop. Don't remind me of that. That makes me sad.
And Calvin kept pointing out stuff about the horse. Like as soon as the horse, when they went like into the lake, I'm like, so you guys are just gonna jump into the lake like from like 50 feet? And Calvin's like, yeah, that horse probably would have died from the shock. And I'm like, I would have died from the shock.
I mean, their knees would have broke on impact. Like, come on.
And Calvin was like, I don't know how the frick that little creek helped him out. And I'm like, he had help from the spirit.
That truly.
Calvin's like, I don't think
was there. Like, this is what we're gonna do, and this is how you're gonna do it. And Little Creek was like, okay, I guess. Michelle is a horse, confirmed. I mean, I wasn't gonna tell them. Glad your secret's out.
You know what? There are crazier things that have happened, so we'll just go with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of thoughts. No thoughts, head empty.
Yes.
Situation. Every time we watch any type of like animated movie, Sam will be sitting on the floor just like, that would never happen in real life. That's like physically impossible. And I'm like, literally anything can happen in animated movies because it's not real. Yes, he did. That would have broke his neck. Easy.
It would have been a very sad time, let me tell you what.
Children's movies.
Well, they're not going to kill a horse in an animated movie. No way.
Stranger things have happened.
A horse dying is like, I don't know, like
equivalent to a dog dying, honestly.
No, I would think bigger. A horse dying is like a child dying. Horses are sacred, bro.
Look,
they're sacred to me.
We are from 2 different regions, bro.
They served a purpose. How about that?
Yes.
Oh my God, Amber!
That's the point I was trying to make.
Okay, but they did it off camera. You heard the shot. It got quiet. It just showed like.
Okay, do you wanna know what death really hurt me as a kid? When they killed Littlefoot's mom in Land Before Time, when she just laid down, I was like, "This is it, bro." And he was like, "Mom, come back." I was like, "Mom, come back! Don't leave him." I don't know.
I'm forever scarred by Mufasa's death.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't. It's not something I want to bring up. It's not something I want to think about. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take me back to the story.
When Simba was like, "Wake up, Dad," I'm like, "No, don't do this to me. Can't. No thanks." Yeah, I thought they were gonna kill Rain too.
The way that the first time I saw the movie, I was like, "Please don't kill her. She's the pretty one." What? That was my thought process. I was a baby, okay? Little.
Also, I will share what Calvin said about the goodbye. So like when Spirit and Rain and Lil Creek are saying goodbye, and like Lil Creek is all happy and he just wants them to be happy, and Spirit and Rain are running away, and Calvin was like, "Bruh, you just gave up your chance to get married, dude." He knows about all of the exchange of the 6 pony minimum for your hand.
What is that?
In like there's custom in Lakota custom, you bring ponies, as in you bring like 6 horses or like a certain amount of horses to the tribe to get married, to ask for the girl's wife, the girl's hand in marriage.
Very interesting. We don't have that.
Oh.
Yeah, Sam just like whispered Johnny Lingo from downstairs because there's this movie, like an Islander movie called The Legend of Johnny Lingo. And in the movie, he brings like, what is it, like 15 cows or something? He brings her 15 cows. And I asked him one time, I said, "Am I worth 15 cows?" He goes, "You're worth at least 150.
Oh.
No.
Her dad didn't believe that her dad was trying to ask for 3 chickens. And he thought that was too much. And so he offered 15 cows.
Yeah, so Sam just informed me, if you couldn't hear him, her dad wanted 3 chickens, and he goes, "That's too much. I'll bring you 15 cows."
Wow.
And so.
The father thought that she was...
You're a hot commodity, Alexa.
Yeah, the father thought she was worth 3 chickens, and Johnny Lingo, he was like, "No, she's worth at least 15 cows. Come on, man."
Hot commodity.
What movie is it in? There's I think it's a movie, like a TV show where it's like, I'll bring something, like he'll bring like a goat and 2 chickens and something's like, wow, someone thinks they're worth a lot. I don't remember what that's from, but that's my favorite thing. Oh, wait, no, that's not a movie. That's what my mom said to me. I made a joke about how Sam said he would bring like 3 goats and a cow, and my mom goes, "Wow, you think you're worth a lot?" And I was like,
"Excuse me, ma'am, you don't know."
Girl, my feelings were hurt. I cannot describe to you the betrayal I felt. My dad leaned over, he goes, "You're worth the 2 goats and a cow. It's okay." I was like, "Thanks, Dad. Mom's mean."
Yeah,
it's my fault that we always get like super off track.
It's totally okay. This is our show, okay?
Our show. We talk about whatever we want.
Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
God, honestly.
Sorry, I just get really passionate about what I'm talking about.
You're fine. You're fine. I have ADHD, so my brain is like, I have 14 things I want to talk about. So let's talk about it.
Okay. I actually took a quiz, and it was like, "Do you have trouble focusing on this, and this?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." And I was like, "Oh no, I don't."
Yeah, I had to like talk to my doctor about it. I was like, look, here's the situation. And she goes, would you like to start back on ADHD meds? And I go, yeah, I would love to. And she goes, great, here they are. And I've noticed like a huge difference.
I feel bad for my punk post friends because apparently they did not realize that I was doing this stuff now.
What stuff? What stuff?
This. Because they watch it in their spare time.
Sorry, friends.
Well, my friend Kelly, she's gonna be streaming this while she's at work.
Oh God.
That way I can get more views.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Because they're trying to be inclusive for me because everybody else has Etsy shops and I have a channel.
And for me, I'm like, I do portraits by commission.
Yeah.
That's all I can offer is some art.
Hey, art is good. I do the hand lettering thing. I'm not good at the art.
Literally damaging my eyesight working on these portraits, okay?
We had a thing where, aren't there glasses that you can get that reduce blue light?
I mean, I have like prescription glasses, but sometimes it just like glare coming off of them, even though they're blue light, makes it hard to see. But can I show one of my portraits since we're talking about it? Would you mind?
No, go ahead.
God, yay. This is like one of my most recent ones that I did.
That is adorable.
Oh my God, he's the cutest cat. I think this is my favorite one that I've done.
I love your borders. I wish I could do that.
Thank you. That one took 2 days.
Yeah, my stuff's only supposed to take 15 minutes.
But I'm really excited about my Beetlejuice one that I'm working on. Oh my God, yeah, Misha's the cutest. It's actually a memorial piece for him. It's a birthday present for someone that someone on Facebook commissioned me for.
Well, because we had where's my thingies? We had a thing where we were like, oh, we're gonna show you all of our doodles and like this is the stuff that you can do. And I was like, okay. So I did the thingy and I realized I can't draw a pumpkin.
Look, pumpkins are hard, man.
The way my boss, the way that Michael, he's the main guy, the way that he like draws his pumpkins, I can't do that. It looks like a butt.
Butts are cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Butts are cool.
But there's a ghost kitty.
Stop, I love it.
I know, I do too. I was like, I can do this, I promise.
I'm gonna do that little ghost TikTok challenge with the cats. I'm gonna do like a little photo shoot with them soon. They're probably gonna hate me for it, but that's okay because they'll get over it.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I keep telling Sam that we have to take Christmas card pictures, and he's like, "It's not even October yet." I'm like, "I don't."
I mean, we're supposed to take 15 minutes, but honestly, it takes me like a half an hour to 45 minutes, depending on what the card is supposed to be.
I get it.
Because I like to put detail in.
And I appreciate that.
Well, because, I mean, if it looks like crap and I send it, I'm going to feel real bad about it. You know what I'm saying?
I understand completely. Like, I'm really a perfectionist with my art. And I got really lazy the other day because the way I do my portraits, I do them in color blocks. Because that's just my style, is like that kind of realism kind of point. I don't know.
I love your cat portraits. They're amazing.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. My dog ones are fun. I like the dog ones.
Dog ones are cute.
But I'll do like color blocks, and sometimes there's like a space where the lines overlapped and they didn't like completely meet. And the other day I did not feel like painstakingly going in to color them all, so I just like took a dark brown and just opened a new layer and scribbled behind the cat to fill it in. And I was like, perfect. Because they were so small, you couldn't really tell. Is it lazy? Yes, but
I also like that you do like the illustration thing with like you're illustrating your bullet journal kind of a thing.
Me?
Yeah, for your wrap-ups.
Oh, thank you. I haven't done one since August. So
Yeah. And then this one right here with the turquoise in the background.
Yes, I love that one. I love doing
That
that.
was so cute.
I loved it. Somebody, I'm in this group on Facebook called Mushroom Core, and somebody from that group actually commissioned me for it. And she's got the sweetest little pets. They're so cute. And that one was so fun to draw.
Do you take your photos outside?
What you mean? Like for my Bookstagram?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a white, it's actually a curtain. And I fold it in half and I'll put it on the ground, and then I'll put my pedestal with like the yellow napkin that I use. And then that flower pot, and because I try to keep it as consistent as possible because I find it yields the best results and makes my profile like in a way that makes me happy. And so I do a lot of them outside unless they're like audiobook pictures. I do those inside because the glare is god awful.
I was today years old when I figured that out.
Proud of you. I do like a lot of editing in the pictures because the pictures will be darker when I take them outside, and I like kind of overexpose them a little bit and then go in and like redarken the colors that I want to darken and like brighten up the whites.
See, I wish I was consistent, but I am not.
I hate not being consistent in it, so I really I try to do my best about doing that. Oh God, so I forgot to tell you, one of my coworkers commissioned me to draw a memorial portrait of her dad, and I'm like, so I've been practicing because I don't want to screw it up. Because
I can't do faces to save my life. Like if somebody held a gun to my head and said, you have to draw this or you're gonna die, I'm like, bruh, you better just do it now because I cannot draw.
Yeah, and I'm really new to like doing actual like human portraits, which is why I'm doing like the Beetlejuice work in progress. Like the work in progress I have right now is the Beetlejuice one. And it actually looks really good. But I want to start like selling my original prints that I make. But I don't know the best website to sell them on or like where to source my prints from. So.
This is about as close as I got to making a vampire.
I love him. I love him.
That was literally all I got. Just little dopey eyes and then that little...
And so cute.
Then I just, stumbled through trying to make mummies, and it's not working out.
I respect that, Elise. I also haven't eaten yet.
And then here's my butt pumpkin.
I love the butt pumpkin. He kind of looks like a turkey. Like, he literally kind of looks like a turkey. If you just color him in just a little bit.
Okay, bye, Elise.
Enjoy your dinner.
Yeah, tell David thanks for showing up, too.
It's like that sometimes. I can only do digital art. Like, if you ask me to do that art on canvas, I'm going to be like, sorry, you're out of luck, because it's easier for me to, like, have my reference and be able to move it around. And if I can't quite get a shape of something right, I'll just, like, do a layer over that, and it actually, like, comes out the way I want it to.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I forgot my train of thought.
Okay. We had the meeting to do all the cool fancy stuff, and then like when she brought this out, I was like, I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Believe in yourself. Stop being afraid.
So I started trying to do it. Then I was like, oh, okay. This ain't bad.
All you have to do is try. The worst thing that can happen is, you're not great at it the first time. You just have to keep trying.
Like the butt pumpkins.
Stop being afraid of your own potential. And if you make a mistake, make it great, okay?
You need to put that on a thing.
I think I am. It's my art teacher from like my first chunk of school, like my first 5 years in school. I had the same art teacher every year, and that is something she said every time, because I had this thing, I could not draw like Picasso self-portrait. I was like, I had a mental breakdown over it, because I was like, I cannot do this. Like, it is not possible. I cannot see myself with like a fruit nose. Like, it's not gonna happen. And then I screwed something up, and I got like really upset. And she was like, hey, if you make a mistake, make it great, because it's there. It happened. you can always turn it into something else. And I was like, Janice, I love you. So I think I'm gonna maybe try to incorporate that into like some artwork of mine, and maybe like make an art that I can kind of sell as like sweaters or something.
I would buy the heck out of that sweater.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what website I want to use because I'm thinking about using Society 6, but Society 6 is like a smidgen pricey. To be fair, we got so off track that I don't blame people for checking out. But you enjoy your sleep.
Dude, isn't it like 3:00 in the morning over there?
Oh, Jesus! Where are you?
Doesn't Ro live like not in the US?
I actually don't know where Ro lives. Well, hold on. Twitter will tell me maybe. Ro, where do you live? Help?
Like I assumed Ro did not live in the US.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Ro lives over like by Guyana, French Guiana.
Oh. Okay.
That makes more sense now. You need rest. Go to sleep.
Yeah. Night.
Do you think we'll ever have a stream that's like way more linear and like stuff?
No. I don't want that.
This is really just like we get on here and we talk about what we plan to talk about for maybe like 30 minutes and then we just like it's hanging out with our friends.
Well, it's like Spirit has been around for 18 years. If you haven't seen it by now, then you know what, if
you have collective thoughts on it. And then, for the rest of it, we're just like grab a glass of wine and, sit down, get comfy because we're just gonna go.
That's just part of being a creator. You just do what you want.
Sure. I live by the Trixie and Katya quote, which is, welcome to our show, where we talk about whatever we want because it's our show and not yours.
Pretty much. I mean, there's like 2 other shows going on today, so whatever. Let's just do what we want.
Whatever. It's really just like one big slumber party over here.
It really is. But I will tell you that our next movie for next month is Smoke Signals.
Honestly, do you think it'd be possible for us to do like an actual watch party for Smoke Signals? Because we could kind of figure out how to just like...
We could do a running sprint.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Like live...
Oh, watching the movie live and then like pausing and coming back and reacting.
I mean, because you and I
can do our business meetings. Do what?
Right?
Huh?
I mean, you and I could like watch it while we're talking about it, and then like collect our thoughts / notes.
Oh yeah, I could get with that. We could live tweet it. Yeah, basically. Okay. Nobody wants to see me live tweet Smoke Signals. I have the dumbest commentary when I watch that movie.
Who's your favorite, Thomas or Victor?
I'm partial to Thomas. I think Victor reminds me way too much of me when I'm in a bad mental spot. And therefore I have issues with it because I'm like, you're an asshole. I'm an asshole. I don't like you because I don't like me. But then Thomas is just so pure and he's so funny. He's like everybody's grandma. He's like that one Auntie whose house you want to go to all the time.
I just resonate very much with Thomas. Just because of like how docile he is and how he just tries to give everybody a chance.
Unfortunately, I resonate more with Victor. Which is why I like Thomas more.
In terms of being stoic.
Yeah.
Stoic.
You gotta be stoic. You gotta look like you just came back from hunting a buffalo. We didn't hunt buffalo. We were fishermen.
This ain't Dances with Salmon,
No, my favorite one is make sure you got your shots or like your passport. we're going off the res. As foreign as it gets.
For real.
I love those two. They should have had a bigger moment.
Yeah, like I didn't grow up on the reservation, but that's
the fact that the car drives backwards is my favorite part.
Yes. Oh no, what is that? Sorry, there's something weird in my glass. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Wouldn't be the worst thing that's happened before. I mean, I do have a toddler.
Sure.
He eats French fries off the floor, you know.
I love that for him. He used to eat off the floor at school.
Don't call CPS, okay? I'm not making him do that, okay? If it's off the floor, he does not care.
That's fine. I used to eat goldfish off the floor at school, and then I would get yelled at for it. And I was like, what? They taste better with a little seasoning. And I would just stare at my teacher. And I was like, what? And that's why my immune system is the way it is.
You were 1,000% serious just then.
I was like, what? They taste better with seasoning.
I mean, they do. I guess.
I love it. I'm not proud of this child, okay?
It's okay. We all did stuff when we were kids that were like, that was not good.
That's fine. You think about it and you're like, I wish you wouldn't have.
Or we all have those moments where you look back and you're like, damn, I could have died.
I have so many of those moments, Michelle. Like the one time we were at my neighbor's house who had a pool. And I was 3. It was like my earliest memory, right? I was like 3. My sister had just been born. And we were swimming. And I was like, you know what? I got this. I'm going to take my floaty off. Because I had one of those like yellow ones that had the tube built in. Anyway, took it off. And I was like, I can swim. I got this. Bitch, sunk straight to the bottom. I literally, my eyes were open. It is the weirdest experience when you were like drowning and you almost die, because I was like looking up and the water, it was like the prettiest thing I'd ever seen. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, nice. Felt like it was in a whole different world. Next thing I know, the guy that was working on the roof jumped off the roof into the pool that was maybe 5.5 feet deep. Jumped into the pool from the roof and saved my life. My mom was so mad at me, and I was like, shit.
God damn.
And she likes to look at me sometimes and she goes, man, I think those like 5 seconds underwater really did you in, kid. And I'm like, no, I'm just creative, mother. Okay?
I hope he got paid extra.
I swear to God, if they didn't pay him extra, I'm going to go to my parents' house right now and go kick their ass.
Like, literally, he was probably like, I ain't about to give
life.
fucking kids fucking drowning.
Yes, exactly. He pulled the spirit, and his knees were intact. Good for him.
Yes, I know how you feel with the whole, like, the 3-year-old thinks, oh, I can swim. I got this, because that little guy, we were, for his 3rd birthday, we had a pool party, and he thought it was going to be totally cool to just jump in the pool without me there.
And he was like, that's fine. No, it's fine. You know, life came back around, and I saved my little cousin's life, who, at her own birthday party, she opened the gate and went into, because we were at our uncle's house. And she opened the gate when no one was watching, and everyone was like, where's Casey? And for some reason, I was like, I should go to the pool. Because I was like, I want to go put my feet in the pool. Like, I need to go to the pool. Someone told me to just go. I get over there, and I look, and I see her literally at the bottom of the pool. Like, she was face down at the bottom of the pool. Girl, I didn't even pause. I just jumped in. I pulled her out and swam her everything. My dad was like, I told you not to get that pool. And I was like, well, it was get in the pool or let her die. And he was like, oh, shit. And so then he was like, I promise not to yell at you about getting in the pool again. And I was like, great, goodbye. So that was my experience with that. I got an extra beat at summer camp that year because I saved a life.
I think my son's trying to do something stupid. Hold on a second.
Go find out.
Why are you turning off the... What the hell are you doing, child? Soren, what are you doing? Oh, we turned off the Xbox. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Great.
Everything's fine, guys. It's a little frustrating, but we're okay. Probably because something that he wanted to watch wasn't on, so that's the way he... As soon as it switches over to Netflix, he's like, oh, no, we're not watching Netflix. We're watching Cocomelon. And we're watching Cocomelon. No.
All I hear is parents complaining about Cocomelon. What? Why? Please give me the answer, people with children, because thankfully I don't have a child right now, so I don't have to suffer through it, but I would love to know.
I don't really care about Cocomelon. There are some of them that are very annoying, but like most of them I've heard so many times that they've already just made their way inside of my brain, and I know them now. Other than that, it's mostly because it's just extremely slow paced. Yeah, Bobo is pretty great.
Okay, look, Amber. I just read Amber's comment from 810. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a Leo. It's built in for me to be dramatic, but also I have an slight attitude problem always. I don't know. I think I'm fun. As long as you think I'm fun, that's what matters.
Oh yeah, they did. They were ABC Kids TV, and now they are Cocomelon. Yeah, I think my least favorite song is probably the one where they're like the one where they're like eating junk food late at night, and there's that weird one where they're like, I don't even know, but there's a moment where they're like, ha, 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 and I just hate it. I hate it so much. I'm like, no, this would never happen.
Oh, that's my chair, bruh. Look, I mentally checked out for a second because like the pattern on my chair right here literally looked like a fucking ghost was like behind me, and I was like, I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do right now. But I think it's crying is the answer. I don't know. I thought I was about to get got.
Wait, booba, like as in like the purple thing that looks like a milk dud? Is that what you're talking about? Because we don't mess with that.
How did I get to this side of the group chat? I don't belong here.
I'm sorry. We also tend to watch playthroughs of Dark Souls, and we used to watch Sesame Street, but not so much anymore. It's mostly just Cocomelon.
Oh my god, I completely agree, right?
You would think so until you actually hear, and then you're like, oh god, no, please.
Is it the eating sugar no papa one that you're talking about?
Yes!
Bruh, I hated that when that was going around on like Twitter and shit. I was like, I don't know what this is, but it terrifies me, and this would have traumatized me as a child. Straight up. My mom used to park my little butt in front of the TV and let me watch Barney until she couldn't take it anymore. She had stuff to do. And I was like, you know what? That's why I know how to count.
I have a ridiculous amount of patience for the things that we decide to watch on YouTube.
Look, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I'm going to be like, look, we're going to read. We're going to sit down and we're going to read, and we're going to watch movies in our head when we read.
Yeah, because there's Johnny, and then there's another one, but it's the same. The one that also freaks me out is the one where it's Skidamarinka-dinka-dink. That one creeps me out because the way that the husband like creeps up behind the wife and like puts his hand on her shoulders, and I'm like, no, we don't do that in this house.
Anyway, I'm just gonna really traumatize my own kids by making them watch Courage the Cowardly Dog and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy and Growing Up Creepy and things like that. They're gonna be like,
what is it with people and Courage the Cowardly Dog? I never watched as a kid. You're like, why am I even friends with this bitch? She's like, I'm thinking everything.
It was the creepiest fucking show ever made for children. Okay? It literally, this dog can see like aliens and monsters and ghosts and demons and shit. And he lives with like these two old people, and one of them hates the Eustace, that's the guy's name, hates the dog. Muriel is the wife. She loves the dog. And Courage's thing is he tries to protect Muriel from everything. He's like, Eustace can kick rocks. I don't give a shit. But it's really creepy, but also really fun to watch. Versus Happy Tree Friends, that was made for adults. But people are like, oh, Happy Tree Friends? Yeah, kids. And I'm like, no, not kids. Not kids at all.
No, Happy Tree Friends is, yeah, it's sadistic. Certainly. I'll have to check out Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yes, you will. I'm trying to think. What other creepy shows? Look, my parents always ask me, they're like, why did you end up basically like, because I was like super goth, like high school, college, until like recently I kind of flipped over to like 70s vibe or whatever. My parents were like, how did you end up like this? I'm like, first of all, Dad, you raised me on metal. Second of all, you let me watch shows like Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I'm like, I grew up loving creepy shit. I can't help it. This is who I am. But now I like haven't watched a scary movie in a hot ass minute because I moved out of my parents' house. So I'm like, I'm scared. Even though I'm married and my husband is home. I'm like, no, fear.
Is your husband watching Cinderella?
Right now? No, he is playing Fallout.
Oh.
Hmm? I hear this fucking soundtrack every goddamn day. It's just the background music of my life now.
I thought that for a second. I thought that he was watching the scene where they're trying to run away from the cat.
No, I do love that scene though. He plugged his headset in after you said that. No, in his brain. Mm.
I never watched Invader Zim.
I also never watched Invader Zim. I don't think I was old enough at that point when it was around. My brother watched.
I remember everybody was talking about Gurr, and I'm just like, I literally don't care. Shut up.
My brother watched it.
I just shut people down when they started talking about that. I'm like, I don't care. This has no merit at this table. Go.
You're at the wrong place. Leave. Corpse Bride was like one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah,
I don't watch it over and over again. What have you seen, Michelle? Be honest with me. What have you seen?
I liked Addams Family and like Scream. And
what else? Because those are like classic Halloween movies.
See, here's the thing. I didn't have cable growing up. I had PBS.
I did too.
I saw some episodes of Powerpuff Girls. It just depended whose house I was at.
You know, that's okay. I'll let you have that.
And there were a lot of Disney movies that I had never seen before until like Disney Plus showed up. Like Halloween Town.
I agree with Amber. What did you watch on PBS? Because we can talk about that too.
Zoom, Cyber
Stop.
Chase.
I'm gonna pause there. Zoom was my shit. Like I miss Zoom every day. The theme song plays in the back of my brain. Constant.
4, 2, 1, 3, 4.
Also, Cyber Chase was straight up my shit. My favorite.
Cyber Chase taught me how to do math, okay?
I still can't do math, but we're not gonna blame that on Cyber Chase. We're just gonna blame that on this little chunk of meat in here. I agree. I also love Halloween Town. I just made Sam watch it for the first time. Dragon Tales
was good. It was not my favorite just because I didn't like Wheezy. Like I wanted to punch Wheezy in the face.
That's a valid answer.
Straight up. Gosh, what else was there? Oh, there was one that was called crap, I can't remember, but the host was Ruff Ruffman. It was like a game show / kids show. Loved the shit out of that.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I cannot remember the time. What?
Like he walked so that way Jake the dog could run.
Hold on, I'm just gonna look up.
And who does not love Arthur?
I did not like Arthur because I wanted to punch DW in her shit every day. I was like, I don't like you. Stop.
But I did feel bad for her that episode that Arthur hit her.
Yes, I did feel bad.
I was like, Arthur, what the fuck's wrong with you?
My sister hit me harder than that, and she was 3 years younger than me. So at the same time, I was like, to be fair, you deserved it. At least somebody.
Old PBS kids show.
I just did that. Caillou, a demon. I hated that show. I hated that. I do not dislike straight up.
Caillou was a little biatch.
Have you seen that new video that's going around of Caillou like pinching his brother? And the dad's like, oh my God. I'm like, sociopath. Bald ass head.
Oh, I also very much liked Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Everyone likes Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Not everyone. Oh, Reading Rainbow. I mean,
Reading Rainbow
was the beginning of BookTube.
Literally. Zaboomafoo was my other like top one. I met the Crap Brothers when I was like 6. Okay, it was like the best moment of my life.
And then now you look at the Crap Brothers, and you're like, and now you look at the brothers, and you're like, what was I thinking?
I don't know. I was obsessed with Zaboomafoo though. That's it. That's all I got. Bob the Builder. Okay, look, the one show that I always ask my friends about, and maybe this was on me because my parents sent me to private school for a hot ass minute, but I was always like, what about Sagwa? Does anyone else watch Sagwa? And they were like,
does anybody else remember Sagwa?
No one remembers that. Like, was it me? Was I having like fever dreams? Like, what is going on? No one else remembered it. And I looked at Basil the other day and I was like, I should have named you Sagwa because you constantly get into some shit.
That was the best show.
Sagwa was literally the best.
Also, there's one that I can't remember what it was called.
Hoffman, by the way.
Very much more.
Angelina Ballerina was always cute too.
I don't think I saw that one. Okay, there was one that was on. It was not on CST PBS, but it was on Mountain Time PBS. I can't remember. It was called like Dakota something public broadcasting. But
Hey Meg.
Yes. So there was one where it came on. It was a history channel, and Captain Rutledge on YouTube was talking about it, and I was like,
are you talking about Time Warp Trio?
No.
Okay, that's just me then.
I'll
see myself out. Because we eventually ended up getting cable, and so I watched a lot of Discovery Kids growing up as well.
It was one where it had 3 kids, and one of them was French. His name was Henri. There was a girl and there was a guy, and they went into different parts of history.
Sounds like Time Warp Trio, bro.
It's not. That's not what it's called.
Did it involve a magical book?
I know what it's called. It's called Liberty's Kids. I just looked it up.
Oh, I think I'm shocked now. I don't know. I think that was the beginning of me not liking historical fiction or historical.
Well, just because it's so white.
It's true.
Like you only see like a couple of moments of
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about now. I just looked up the thing.
Like, stop trying to make, like, yeah.
Zero
Was,
out of 10,
why are you trying to make, like,
History
why are you
very
trying
good.
to make Benjamin Franklin look like a good guy?
Like he wasn't, just give up. Okay, but if you have never seen an episode of Time Warp Trio, I recommend that you watch it with my dude.
Okay. Also, Maya and Miguel.
Maya and Miguel was good.
That was an actually legitimately good show.
Miguel. Dun, 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 dun. I can't remember the rest, sorry. But yeah, Time Warp Trio came out in 2005. That's probably why
Oh!
you never heard of it.
The Big Comfy Couch.
Stop.
That was some good stuff.
They're in the Big Blue House.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was like, anybody else.
But that was not PBS, though. That was a different.
What was
that
the
was
other one?
Canadian, I think.
It was what?
Bear in the Big Blue House. I think that was Canadian, wasn't it?
Shit, no, it's an American television series. Thank you very much. It was, what was it on? Was it on Disney? I guess it was.
Oh, also The Adventures of Piggly-Winks. Very much.
Never seen that one.
It's about these three Irish, like, the kids and not kids, because one of them is like a duck, the other one is a pig, and the other one is a cow. And the dad of the cow was actually a bull named I believe his name was Ferdinand. No, he had a cool name. He had a cool Spanish name, but he was a bull, and he was a blacksmith.
Interesting. Out of the Box. I got in an argument with my coworker about Out of the Box a couple weeks ago because she told me that wasn't the name of the show, and she was like, "Oh, that was my favorite. I used to watch it all the time. I just can't remember the name of it. There was a box." I said, "It's called Out of the Box," and she goes, "No, it's not." I said, "Literally, it's called Out of the Box. If you want me to Google it, I Googled it." And that's what I'm saying, Amber. It sounded like Cow and Chicken to me too, and I hated that show. It was weird to me. I didn't like it. It made me uncomfortable.
Yes, I did know that the Big Comfy Couch is Canadian. I actually figured that out like a couple years ago. There are some like cartoons and things that were in like from only like a few years, and that's why they're all like forgotten. And I really wish they weren't, because they were way better than like some of the stuff that plays now.
PB&J Otter was always super cute. You don't know what I'm talking about by the blank look on your face. Roly Poly Oly.
Oh.
Look. I love that theme song.
It's Roly Poly.
Town Heroes. I completely repressed that damn show. Okay, so I ended up watching a lot of these shows. My sister's 3 years younger than me, so like a lot of the stuff from like 2004 up.
Yeah.
I had to watch. Hated that.
I did like Clifford, though. Clifford was awesome.
Clifford was the shit. I hated JoJo Circus. I did not like Little Einsteins. Teletubbies, is a classic, apparently. Forever.
Was freaking weird, man.
That was weird. I didn't really like it, but my mom enjoyed it. I was like, weird. Oh my god, I'm such a baby. I was 7 in 2004.
The dad's name was Fernando. There we go.
You were so close. I don't know. I like this conversation. What else? There was the other channel. It wasn't PBS, but it would play like the animated shows and like Power Rangers. What channel?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Are you talking about Saturday morning cartoons?
Yeah, it was called Extreme or some shit like that.
I don't remember that.
Okay. I want to talk about Extreme Makeover Home Edition. This is completely off topic. I feel so bad for those people that were like, yeah, I like the color blue, and they walk in, and it's like,
freaking boo!
They walked into the Blue Man Group, like at that point.
Or they customize it for kids, but like, you don't think about what that's going to look like for when they're an adult and they're bringing their girlfriend home.
Think about the way the property taxes went up after that. It's like if they can't afford it now, what makes you think they can afford it after all of
Well,
this?
and also how the electricity is too. Like wires and like there's no way you can put up a house in a week, okay? There just isn't.
That was for television. I will be right back. We're gonna take a short break again because I gotta go to the restroom.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. See, this is why I do shows with another person, because when I'm by myself, I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. I only know when I'm like filming what to talk about. Otherwise, I'm like, hi, how's it going? Because usually the other person is the one that drives the conversation, and I'm sitting here like a weirdo, just like, I'm doing, you know what? I don't even know how I'm doing. Like during the day, I'm fine. And then at night, I'm like, I checked out 3 books from the library. Have not read those. They're due on Tuesday, so I'm gonna try to renew them. Let's see what else is going on for me.
The only reason I'm a great co-host is because I literally just spend most of my time talking up the side of my neck. So
I'm so glad that you're back. I was scared. I was like, Amber asked me how I was doing, and I'm like, I'm okay.
How are you doing? Are you doing okay? Are things going okay? Do you need anything from me as a friend to support you emotionally? Do you need anything from our watchers to support you? Like, what's up? What you need? What's going on? Talk to us.
I'm actually aside from certain things going on that I cannot talk about on the internet because the person involved does not want to be talked about on the internet. I'm doing okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're doing okay for the most part. That's good. That's good.
Other than that, I'm just writing letters and experimenting with
water. How come you never offered to write me a letter?
Because you never gave me your address.
Did you ask?
Let's do this over again. Okay, hold on. Hi, Alexis. Would you like to be my pen pal?
Sure, I'd love to.
Awesome. You can send me your address, and I'll have a letter sent out to you as soon as possible.
Great.
Awesome.
That was so aggressive of me. I'm sorry. I genuinely don't remember if you ever asked.
I never did ask because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that's what you wanted.
I'm terrible at writing back, but I would appreciate.
You know, everybody says that, but you know what? I am the worst at writing back.
Oh my God, no! I'll do a portrait for you.
Okay, we'll look at this is my pile.
That's fun.
Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 letters to write back to. So it's okay if you're bad at it. And I also just posted a photo on Instagram of all the letters that I sent out, and it had almost 300 likes. Like it has 296 likes so far.
You okay?
I'm like, how? How is that happening? Like I know I have like 1,700 followers, but I'm like, how is it that everybody liked this at the same time?
Because they just saw it. Okay. You know what? I want to talk about Cartoon Network shows now.
Okay, I finished Adventure Time last year.
I've seen maybe 4 episodes of Adventure Time, and I love it. I just never have.
It is so good. There's a couple of arcs that I wish that were more explored, like with Marceline and the Ice King. Like those are they're my 2 favorite like friendship characters. Other than that, I really, really like Jake.
That's fair.
And obviously I like the 2 main characters, but like if in terms of liking them the most, I like Jake the most.
Yeah, I understand that.
And there's like a lot of stuff that is like really it's ahead of the timeline doesn't make sense. But it's a good show.
It's animated. It's not supposed to make sense.
And I also like Samurai Jack for how little it's made.
It's great. Okay? Like, let's be real.
I think my least favorite is Dexter's Laboratory.
So, I can tell you my least favorites because I'm looking at the list. Absolutely hated Flapjack. I hated Chowder.
What's Flapjack?
It's like more like mid 2000s. Again, shows my brother would watch. Basically hated all those, hated Camp Lazlo and stuff like that. But I love Totally Spies. Teen Titans was my favorite.
I didn't see that. I'm so sorry. I was a sheltered ass child, okay? I am a progressing adult.
I wish they would make the original Teen Titans like available to stream somewhere because I would watch it and never stop watching it because I love that show so much. Raven was my favorite and still is my favorite because she's just a bad bitch, okay?
Alexis is about to end this friendship because she's like, what have you seen?
No, I'm not going to end the friendship. I just wish I could come to where you were and then force you to watch all the shit and then just go home.
Just strap me to a chair, make sure my eyes are open.
Shit, just saying. My baby. What? Oh. No. Sorry. I saw something on Facebook and I was like, huh?
What? Oh, I thought you were on a phone call for some reason. I was like, wait,
no,
what?
I confused myself because I saw something here. I was like, what is it? Oh. And it wasn't anything important. What? What part? I'm progressing adult. Like what? Which part, Amber? There are a lot of things. In search of places to rent. Maybe don't be. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
What?
Nothing. You know, just me commenting on things. What the hell is this?
I was having a moment where I'm like, what? What's happening? What's going on? What?
It's like that all the time.
That was me literally in high school trying to keep up with my friend group because I was friends with like 4 girls and friends with 3 guys. And then occasionally like other people would sit at the same table. And half the time I didn't know what was going on or happening, mostly because I didn't go to the parties. I didn't drink. I didn't smoke. I didn't do all the stupid stuff that
spirits. Because I didn't do anything in high school and everybody be talking about it. I'm like, what'd you do this weekend? Stayed home one time.
Well, that and a lot of the times we're not friends anymore, so I can talk about it now. But they used to hang out and they wouldn't call me, which is freaking hilarious because one of the friends that was supposedly my friend actually lived only like not even a mile and a half away from me.
Okay, no. Sorry, I thought Sage died. It's fine.
Oh no.
No, I couldn't see her breathing and I was like,
dude, my dog does it to me all the time.
And then I touched her nose and she was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, all right, you're good. Cool. Great. Go back to what you're doing.
Yeah, we lived like only a mile away from each other. Like I could see her house from my house.
That's rude.
What?
I said that's rude.
Oh,
yeah. They didn't invite you?
No, like they would hang out together and they wouldn't invite me.
Hands would have been thrown. Just saying.
I did almost throw hands, except for it was around prom.
Was it a 2x4?
No, I tried grabbing her hair.
Oh.
And then my prom date was there, and he showed up, and he's like, "Hey, Michelle, I don't really think you should fight today." And I was like,
"Why? But why?"
I was like, "You're lucky he's here."
You're gonna go by what a man tells you, Michelle?
That man, absolutely.
Oh, I just like that.
It just made it really awkward.
I'm gonna ask you
I had a very loud slash I had a crush on him. He did not share the same sentiment as I did, although I think that he did. He just didn't want to say nothing. But
I can see that.
I was a lot. Okay, I am the same way that I am now, but just I was a lot more.
I was terrible in high school. Like, people liked me, but at the same time, like, looking back on it, I'm like, God, I wish you would just learn to shut the fuck up just once. Take your lips and glue it. Top lip, bottom lip, super glue. Just shut up.
That's how I was. Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I was friends with the guys, because they didn't judge me or say anything. They were just nice. And also, I got free lunch, and so I fed them.
Look at you.
Like, it used to be auctioning. Like, oh, do you want my fruit cup? Okay, here you go. Do you want my milk today? Here you go. Do you want this weird fish stick combination? Here you go. I was like, I'm designated to this little bit of like French fries, and that's what I'm going to eat, and you guys can have the rest because I'm done.
Look, my freshman year of high school, I was so like deprived from guys ever actually liking me that it was like first day of school, me and my childhood best friend, we sat down in a booth in the cafeteria because our public school had booths. It was really weird, but very nice. And we sat down, and all of a sudden, these two guys that were like super popular just like came and ran up and slid into the seats next to us, put their arms around us, and they were like talking, and they were like, "Hey, what's this? Like, how's it going?" And I was like, "I don't know. I like this guy now. Should not have."
That would never happen at my high. I actually had a very tragic crush on a guy named Zach, and I liked him so much. And at the 8th grade, or no, it was the 7th grade dance, I was crying outside, and he came out there, and he's like, I just want to be your friend. I don't like you like that, but I don't want you to cry over me.
Talk about rubbing salt in a wound. Damn, he was like salt, lemon juice, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and just rubbed that shit in.
He was like, but I don't want you to cry over me. And then he gave me a hug, and then he danced with me at the dance, and then we became friends.
Oh my God. I just feel like, you know what? No.
There was a truth or dare night where we had a party, and he was dared to kiss me, and it went really awkward because I was like, this is really awkward because I know he doesn't like me. He likes the girl like right over there. Like, he likes her, not me. So like, can we just like stand closely?
Can we just breathe each other's air from like this far away?
Literally, can we just? That's about as far as I want to go.
Breathe in your essence real quick, and we can call it that. Okay, bud.
Literally, like they said, well, you have to press your lips together for at least 15 seconds, and I was like, so we literally like were this close and like just barely pressed lips, and then
I literally would have just got up, grabbed my shit, and left. I'd be like, I'm not playing this game no more. Y'all ain't fine.
Was that, and then it was up, and then we were like, okay, get away from me. Don't want to be in your space.
Never been in that situation, thankfully.
Well, it was really awkward because
my greatest talent in high school was just like embarrassing myself in front of my crushes because, you know, I'm a Leo. I feel things very intensely. And I don't even want to talk about it just in case this ever like just comes to light. I don't want
my awkward thing was that I was into guys that were at least more than 5 years older than me.
Basil. Was that really the Was it?
So yeah, I do not suggest that. If you're in high school and you're watching this, don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Wait, just wait until you're 18.
All right, this I will talk about. So, when I was 14 years old, I got grounded for the first and only time in my life. I was an angel otherwise. And I was like, you know what? I'm 14. I'm going to rebel. You know what my dumb ass did? I was like, I'm going to date an 18-year-old who has a girlfriend. Told my mom he was 17. He was 18, turning 19 because he got held back. Now, looking back, I'm like, I would have beat your ass. Mom was nicer to you than I would have been because I'd straight up beat you up and been like, what's good?
No,
Girl.
I told him I had a crush on him when I was 12 and he was 20. Yeah. But
People said no.
he definitely said no. He 1000%. He gave me a hug and he's like, no, that's not happening.
That's illegal.
He's
Michelle.
like, you're great, but no.
That just reminded me of that video clip. That's illegal, Chantel. Legal, Michelle. Damn it. Legal.
But we stayed friends. Like, we're still friends as of like today. We're still friends. He's a good person.
Oh yeah, no, the guy I decided it was gonna be was not a good person. We are not friends. Yeah, not great. My mom took everything out of my room. When I say everything, I do mean everything, like including my closet doors. I didn't have a bed frame. I had a mattress, I had a sheet, and some pillows. My mom was like, "You want to keep acting like that? Go ahead. You ain't gonna get nothing from me." And I was like, "Okay." She took my bedroom door, everything. I lasted 2 weeks.
Wow.
Like, I'm not even being able to eat dinner with my family because my mom was like, no, you're good. If you want to go ahead and do something illegal, go for it, but I'm not going to be part of it yet.
No, we didn't have that. We didn't. Nope. I never got grounded. It was mostly like just got yelled at, and that was if they knew about it. Yeah, the age difference. That was there was another age difference when I was like 17, but nothing really happened there either because they were smart.
Look, one of my friends who I'm not really friends with anymore, for some reason, I don't know why, her stepbrother, who was like 25, I think I was like 17 or I was like just 18 years old. He like decided he wanted to hit on me. And you're Meg, most kids don't. Because I've also been like 12, crushing on someone who was like way older than me. But like now I'm like, oh my God, stop.
When you look back at on situation, you're like, damn, that was really weird. That shouldn't have happened. Also, we were friends. So like my friends were friends with this guy that was, he like had a full-fledged, full-ass apartment. And we were like 16 and I think he was like 22 or something like that. And I don't like him. Never did like him, never gonna like him, but like it was always really weird seeing him around because I'm like, why are you here? I don't even like you. Get out.
Like 22 at like a high school party?
Yeah.
That motherfucker needs to be in jail.
He's not. He's with an ex-friend now.
How old was the ex-friend when they started dating?
I think we were it was consensual age. It was over the age of 18.
Okay. I was like, I got questions.
I don't like him. Never gonna like him. I'm really glad that I never see him. We live in the same town, but I don't see him.
You know what? I'm so happy about that for you. I really am. I don't know. Does anybody else have any like fun comments? Because y'all are really just sticking around to hear us talk about absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I was weird when I was 17. Yeah.
Well, I was weird because I stayed on top of her all the time, and I really didn't go out unless it was to school or work.
I mostly went to basketball games. Although there was a time when I think I was like 15 or I think I was 16 or 17 where I walked into the boys' locker room during the halftime of a game so that way I could ask out one of the guys for my friend. I didn't see anything. I swear to God, I had my this like this.
You were like, no, I'm fine. It was like that's just no. Hi, you. Do you want to go out with my friend? And it's like, I'm the wrong person out.
Literally, I went in there, but at the same time, I did not want to see their junk. I did not want to traumatize them.
No. No. Basically, if you jump off the balcony, I swear. Because Sam's about to go to the gas station and grab some snacks, and I'm just like, please don't. Please don't. Just, you can't fly, kid.
Isn't there something you can do where your kitty will like stay on the bed or the couch or something?
Well, no, okay, so you know how I told you, like, we have a loft, like, we have this half wall, right?
Yep.
All the way, yeah, it goes all the way around our
And
bedroom.
they don't care.
Yeah, and they literally just sit on the ledge, and they can, like, watch who comes in and out. And, like, if they get freaked out, they'll just run upstairs and watch.
There was one time where there was a party, like they had a graduation party, but I actually didn't go to it. But like I was in college and Calvin was gone, so I was just hanging out, and I was still friends with the same person. And we went to this other friend's house, and my ex was there, and he was friends with the person that I don't like, and they were there. And me and my ex, we just ended up talking the entire time while they went. There was like a moment where there was two people that went into the same room with the friend and the person that I don't like. So that was a little awkward. And we were literally sitting there like, what the hell are we supposed to do now? And then one of my
Wait, can I just say that Sam just walked out the door to go to the gas station, right? This is the first time I have been alone in my apartment since he moved in.
Okay, well, if something bad happens, it's on live, okay?
Okay, so we're good. You're my backup and my witnesses, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep. And so there was an awkward threesome that went on in like the other room. And then
wait a minute. I'm checked out in the middle of the story. Something. What?
Okay, so I was like 8, I think I was like 18, 19, and Calvin was gone. He was like in the Marine.
Child services.
No. It was over 18, but there was like wine coolers there and beer, and I was like, this is lame. Like, this is literally the lamest party I've ever been to. And this is like,
I start yelling, I'm making the executive decision to pass away. Okay.
Don't say that. I don't want something bad to happen to you while this is happening. I would literally cancel the whole entire club.
Traumatized, dude. I'll be fine. It's fine. This apartment is good, so we're good.
Like, people would make videos about the time when somebody died via live stream, and then it would become a video that
like I always wanted to be.
Creepy TikTok or something. But it was really awkward because me and him were talking, and then I don't know what happened in between me falling asleep there, and I woke up, and he's just like all up. He's like laying on my shoulder, and there's a blanket, and I'm like, bro, when did you decide, yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep on her shoulder? And then my other friend was like in this other room sleeping, and then those two people were still like in the room.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was weird. It was freaking weird. And
that is one hell of a third real story, Meg.
It was certainly weird.
Okay, so
no one wants to be the kickstand.
God. Look, so when we went and we picked up my parents' currently oldest dog, Penelope, we went to Missouri to go pick her up, right? We stayed in a hotel. Well, keep in mind, it's my parents and me in a hotel room. So me and my mom are in the bed. My dad is sleeping on the floor on like one of the little pull-out beds or whatever. And the couple in the room next to us decided they were going to go at it. Girl, this shit was so loud, and it was so awkward because we could hear them through the wall. And they woke us up, but we were all just like really awkwardly laying there. And I'm like, this is not the situation you want to be caught up in when your parents are around. So I was like, this is weird. And it got louder. And like at one point, me and my mom just started laughing, and we were like, what is she saying? And we both looked at each other and were like, well, that was a bad move. She didn't like that. But Dad's like, can y'all stop? This is fucking uncomfortable. And my mom and I are like, well, gotta make it fun, right? The awkward.
That's scary.
Yeah, that was the most uncomfortable moment of my life, I think.
So the next morning we woke up and I saw him there, and I was like, when did you fall asleep? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, it was like 7:00 in the morning, and he's like, we're gonna leave. We're gonna go back to Aberdeen. Do you want to come with us? I was like, fuck yeah, let me go. Let's go. Let's go get a breakfast burrito or something, and I want to just go.
No thanks. 0 out of 10. Basil? Wait, hold on.
Yikes.
Oh, no, not yikes.
No, I mean, the comment was yikes.
So Sam just like walked out the gate, and Basil's sitting at the window. She watched him leave. As soon as he got up to leave, she meowed, and she's just like sitting there watching, waiting for him to come back. Come back.
This is what happens when we have half an hour of actually talking, and then the rest of this is just random adventures of Alexis and Michelle.
This brain, it has so many different directions it wants to go in. And right now it really kind of wants to go finish up the Beetlejuice portrait. Actually, I want to show y'all what my progress is. Please hold.
Awesome. But yeah, other than that, I was just a really tame kid in college. I didn't really do a whole lot.
Do you want to know what I really like? This really doesn't do much other than block the bathroom door, but like you can still see me.
Yeah. I had this one friend in college. His name was John, and his last name is the same as my name. And he was such a good friend when Calvin was gone, and we used to hang out. And there was one time where there was a horrible snowstorm, and I was really freaking hungry, and we were like the only ones left on campus because of the snowstorm. Everybody was like, well, we're just going to go home. And I decided not to go home, and me and another friend did not go home. Actually, there were like 3 of us, and I went to his room, and I was like, we were already really good friends, and I was like, hey buddy, I really want to go eat something. I'm very, very hungry. Would you come with us? Would you like to join us for lunch? I will pay for your meal. It's just I need someone to come with us because I am too afraid to go by myself. And he was like, yeah, sure. And so he got dressed up, and he wore his snow boots. And so I held onto his shoulder, and he and I walked through the snow.
God bless.
Yes, he was great. And he was the RA at the time. So I was like,
that's like me and one of my best friends, Jeannie. She was my RA in college. We're like best friends now.
I was literally at like the most depressed I'd ever been in my life. And so he literally saved my life.
I've been there. But yeah, if Sam and I wouldn't have eloped, Jeannie would have been one of my bridesmaids. Yeah. This is my Beetlejuice progress so far. I'm obviously going to like fix it and like scale it.
It looks really freaking good.
Thanks. I'm really like pleased with how like Lydia's dress is kind of turning out.
I don't even know who Lydia is, but that looks great.
Yeah, she's the main female character, but it's taking me forever. This is from the Broadway show. That ruffled collar took 43 years. Okay.
But you love a ruffled collar.
I do love a ruffled collar. You should. My Pennywise mug that I have, when I first started like practicing portraits a couple years ago, girl, that collar, I worked so damn hard on it. I was like, this is perfect.
You're like, this better be good or I'm quitting.
Yeah, that was a lot. My best friend had to help me at one point. She was like, I'm here for moral support. I was like, good, because I need a lot of it.
That's part of the thing that I like in books where the friend is like a soft boy, a soft bean, because my friend John, okay, so like, there were like, during Valentine's, they were planning on sending like, those songrams or whatever, songogram. Yeah. But you could send somebody to sing to you, and apparently, we were friends at the time, and I was alone for Valentine's Day. It was my first Valentine's Day without like a date, like in college. And I went to his room that night because I had cookies that I got from the store, and I was like, oh, I want to give him a cookie, but then they got all brokety. And so I was like, I want to give you a cookie, but this cookie is all brokety. I'm so sorry. And he's like, that's okay. I want to eat it anyway. And so I was like, okay. And then he's like, I just have to ask you a question. And then also I had sent
made
him.
that really inappropriate. I apologize.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not you. It's me.
It's all good. I had sent him an email like a couple weeks earlier, and because he was not like a fan of physical affection, and I was like, I really, 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 really want to hug you because I like hugging my friends. Is there any possible way that we could hug at any point in our life? Like, that'd be nice. And I sent him an email. And so,
about it.
What?
You sent him an email about hugging him?
Yes.
That is dedication to respecting your friends. And I love that about you.
I was like, I very much want to hug you. Can I please? Like, it's up to you. You can say no if you want to. And he never responded. And so I was like, cool.
If you don't want me to hug you, that's fine.
That's totally 1000% fine. I respect your consent. So, anyway, so I went to his room and I was going to give him a cookie. And so I gave him a cookie and he was like, so did you send that songgram to my class? Like they showed up at my class, and then it was really weird and awkward. And I was like, first off, I would never send you someone else to sing for you because I would just sing to you myself. Secondly, no, I am currently very poor and cannot afford to send someone to go sing to you. But if you would like me to sing to you, I can do that. And he was like, no.
That can be arranged, buddy.
Yeah, he was like, that's okay. I'm actually very glad that you did not do that. He was like, so I have something for you. And I was like, oh, I didn't get you anything. Okay. And he was like, okay, just hold on a second. As I was stood there and I was like, okay. And he's like, just put your arms out. And I was like, he said, put your arms out. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he gave me a hug.
Right now, bro.
He gave me a hug.
That's so sweet.
It was totally sweet. I was like, oh my God. And I squished the shit out of him. Like, I squished him so hard. And I was like, thank you so much. And he's like, yeah. And so I very much like that in books where like the guy is a soft bean.
I love soft boys in books. They're so cute. Sorry, I grabbed my iPad and now I'm like
working on your ruffled collar.
Yeah, I'm trying to like fill in all the like spaces that I missed. Shit. And like really try to give the collar like enough dimension. I don't know. Thank you for everyone who complimented, by the way. I didn't want to interrupt Michelle, but yes, that was a very wholesome story, and that makes me very happy.
Yeah, he's married now. And it's so cute.
That's so cute.
I'm like, oh, I just want you to be super happy and have a bunch of babies, and they all look like you and be cute and wholesome like you.
I can't wait to have babies with Sam.
Which is funny because like we have the same last name, but we're not related. Which is nice. But it was very nice. Yeah. It was him, and then there was another person that I went to college with who was also very nice, but he lives far away now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. But if he ever comes to visit, he's going to come visit me, so that's nice.
That's really nice. I love that. I love, like, when people say, like, the friends you meet in college are the ones that are, like, your longtime friends. They're really not kidding, because like my best friend Ivy, met her in college, and she's like the beach.
I had this fantasy of like, because I was never really friends with like football players in high school, even though I wanted to be.
It's overrated to be friends with football players in high school. Just say that.
It was just my goal because they always used to be able to wear their jerseys during games, and so I never got to do that. So I was really upset about it. And so I decided, you know what? I am going to make a friend, and they're going to be in the football team in college. We're going to be friends. He's going to be the tall guy. I'm going to be the short person. It's literally going to be Grumpy Sunshine, and it's going to be amazing.
So you had your little, like, romance trope friendship going on in your head?
I wanted a friend. I didn't care about the relationship.
No, I respect that. I was just asking.
Oh, it's totally okay. Well, what ended up happening was that one of the friends, he was in rugby and wrestling, and then the other friend, the friend that I gave the cookie to, he was actually in track.
Nice.
So I got my wish.
You met all your goals.
I did.
I love that for you.
The last year that he was there, I actually bought him for his birthday. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's my birthday in like 3 days." And so I actually went out and I was like, "Okay, we have to go to Walmart, guys. We have to go." And I ended up buying him like a little cupcake cake for his birthday.
You are the sweetest friend, Michelle. I'm so glad I get to call you a friend of mine.
The things that I do for friends.
You are literally like the nicest person, and I aspire to be more like you.
It's all just patience and trying really hard.
Things I lack. No, Sam told me this morning actually that he's like really proud of me because I kind of like tend to not realize how hard I work, just because it keeps my brain busy and I like doing it. And so he told me today, he was like, "You do realize like you're doing everything that you're doing like by yourself, right?" And I was like,
"You're on track."
Yeah, I'm busy.
But you're great.
It's fun. I like it.
You're literally one of my bestest friends.
Oh my God, Michelle, you're so cute. I love you.
I only have like 3 or 4 bestest friends.
Stop it. That's really cute. Oh.
Like, I have a best friend for everything.
I feel so special. And it's all because one day I slid into your DMs because I was bitching about something. And Kay was like, "Let's make a group chat." And we did.
Yes, I remember that. And I was like, "Hey."
I don't fully remember. Oh, wait, no, I remember what we were
Yeah. I sent you the and then I sent you that Twilight thing, and we were talking about Twilight, and then we started talking.
I went from there. So remember, kids, you can still make friends from Twilight. It doesn't matter if it's been 10 years.
I actually found I should send you that thing, but I actually found a TikTok account dedicated to Twilight facts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think you did send it to me. I just like never checked my messages.
Watched it and then you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. And also I've just really been like off social media lately, unless I'm trying to like get commissions or like announce that I'm open.
Totally okay. My brother Lakota, aka Cody, he sent me.
Your brother's name is Lakota?
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, he literally sent me 72 videos from TikTok.
I saw your tweet about that and you were like, "I feel so special."
I do. I feel super special because I don't think that he does that to anybody else.
That's so cute. Yeah, my brother my brother just recently wrecked his motorcycle. He's okay. He's okay. But he called me and he was like crying, and immediately I was just like, "What the happened?" And he told me, and I was like, "Oh my God, never call me and tell me this shit again." Because I was like, if you ever make me have that kind of heart attack again, I promise you I will kick your ass. Freaked out because he rarely ever calls me anymore. Just because we're both like super busy. But when he called me and he was crying, I was like, "Hello?"
That's just Native families in general, where you just like don't want to be. If you're like, if you make me over emotional again, I will beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, literally. That's what it was. Cause I was like, never again, dude. Like my brother's name is Tyler, and I was like, I will whoop your ass.
And then that's when you hit him with the middle name.
Yep. And I did. He did not appreciate it. He was like, "Well, I just tried to call Mom and she didn't answer." And I was like, "Well, at least I answered."
Yeah, gosh, who knows what happened.
He was like almost home, and he was like, "Yeah, like I was making a left turn, and it was raining." And he's like, "I've ridden in the rain before, so like I don't know what happened. The bike just came out from under me." Hold on, I'm getting a snack delivery. Hi, what's that? Is that icy?
Oh my God, that's wonderful. You're such a good husband.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
You're such a good guy. We love that. You're so valuable. You keep doing what you're doing. You look great today.
2 famous cookies?
Yeah, a couple of different chips.
Are the Cheetos downstairs? Fantastic.
I got the.
Sam, you look great today.
Thank you.
He said thank you.
Oh. That's what I like to do for my friend Eli. I actually send him messages like every once in a while. I'm like, you're loved, you're valued, and you looked freaking great today.
You did that to me the other day, and I was like, did you? I literally went through my stories, and I was like, did I post something about my outfit? Because my outfit was cute. And
I
I was
like to do that. I like to do that for my bestest friends because I'm sure they did look great that day. Even if they think they look like a marshmallow, they looked great.
you're about to witness the weirdest snack combination on earth, and for that, I apologize.
What combination? I didn't see anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I'll get a Coke Icy, and I'll get Famous Amos cookies or Cheeto Puffs, and I dip my cookies or my Cheetos in my Icy.
That's okay. I used to put bacon bits in my ice cream. Don't judge me. I also used to dip my toast in my cereal. And when I was pregnant, one time I ate whipped cream and whipped cream and potato wedges.
I respect it. I used to dip my toast and my biscuits in my coffee and my cream.
You suppose we ought to wrap this up? Because I told my husband, oh, we're only going to be talking for like an hour and a half tops. I lied.
I was like, oh, I don't really have a lot of thoughts. It'll probably be like 30 minutes.
So if you're at the end of this and you're like, wait, so which movie are we watching? We are watching Smoke Signals for October.
I'm very excited about it.
A good time.
Smoke Signals is always super fun to watch.
And thank you to everyone who has showed up to this chaotic, wonderful mesh of two people.
Literally just hang out with us. I appreciate it a lot.
We need to do a thing where we're like, be productive, but we really just talk about random stuff.
Oh, bro.
Also, Famous Amos cookies are really good.
We could do like a weekly hangout.
That sounds really great.
Yeah, where we just literally like hop on here and whoever wants to can hop on and we can all just like hang out and get our work done.
Meg, so glad you're going to show up. We will announce the date that we are doing this on our Twitter and Instagram. Because life happens and sometimes we have to reschedule things and boopity bop things around.
And it's always my fault.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Literally the last couple times we've had to reschedule has been my fault.
I mean, I wasn't going to say your name or anything, but okay.
I know, it's fine. I'll own up to it.
I don't think that I washed this glass out very well.
That's probably what it is. I hate when I do that. Like, I take stuff out of the dishwasher after I've already washed it in the sink and it's like still dirty. And I'm like, why would you disrespect me in this way?
Although with being the mother of a toddler, I've done worse things.
And you know what? It's okay. Sometimes we're all just surviving.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna end this live, and thank you for showing up, and we'll talk to you later, and I'll talk to you after this is over, like the live is over. So don't leave, Alexis.
I'm gonna stay. I promise. It was one time.
Okay, bye.